Angelina Jolie allegedly seeks truce with Brad Pitt as insider says 10 years of fighting is enough. The divorce was finalized in December 2024, but the winery fight drags on, and Jolie's team has just confirmed plans to appeal a court order forcing her to hand over private communications. 10 years. That is how long Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt have been fighting in one form or another, through courts and tabloids and leaked documents and lawyers who bill by the hour and have done very well out of it. Their divorce was finalized in December 2024. The arguments were not. Now, sources close to the couple say Jolie wants to put this whole thing to bed. An insider cited by Reality T claimed 10 years of fighting is long enough and suggested 2026 could be the year they stop. Which would be nice. It would also be the fourth or fifth time someone close to the situation has said roughly the same thing, so take it with salt. The problem is Chateau Miraval. It has been the problem for years and it is still the problem now. The winery that will not go away. Quick version. Because the full timeline would take 1,000 words on its own. Jolie and Pitt bought a vineyard in Provence while they were still together. Beautiful place. They got married there in 2014. When things fell apart, Jolie sold her stake to a unit of the Jolie Group in 2022. Pitt says she did it without his approval. That sale, and the fallout from it, has generated more court filings than some actual criminal cases. The latest development is a judge ordering Jolie to hand over previously unseen emails and texts related to the sale. Court documents reviewed by sources suggest this material could answer questions about what Jolie knew, when she knew it, and whether the sale was conducted transparently. On paper, that is a win for Pitt's legal team. It gives them access to communications they have been trying to get for months. Jolie's lawyers responded the way lawyers respond when they lose emotion. They said the order was unfair, argued it could violate legal privilege, and confirmed they would appeal. So the ruling stands for now, but whether Pitt ever sees those emails depends on what happens next. And what happens next in this case has meant another year of filings every time so far. The winery disputes sound boring. Two rich people arguing over a vineyard in France. But this one has become a proxy for everything else. Control, trust, who gets to tell the story. Pitt's position is that Jolie acted unilaterally and brought outsiders into a shared business without consent. Jolie's position is that she had every right to sell her stake and that Pitt's legal strategy is about leverage, not principle. Neither of them is going to say the other has a point. Not publicly. Probably not privately either. Why people think a truce is possible? The short answer is exhaustion. Both of them have careers that require attention. Jolie has been doing award season press for her Maria Callas biopic. Pitt has producing deals, acting commitments, a whole F1 film coming. 6 children between them, the youngest twins turning 18 this summer, which changes the custody arithmetic and, this is the bit that matters legally, removes some of the court's jurisdiction over their family arrangements. Once the kids are adults, a fair chunk of what the courts have been managing simply stops being the court's business. That creates space for a private settlement in a way that did not exist 3 years ago. Whether either of them is willing to take it is a different question, but the structural opportunity is there for the first time. The insider quotes are doing a lot of heavy lifting here, though. Sources say they want peace. People close to the couple think 2026 is the year. That kind of language often means someone on one side is floating the idea to see how it plays. It does not necessarily mean both sides have agreed to anything. Jolie's appeal of the email order, filed within days of the truce rumors, suggests her legal team is not exactly winding things down. What winning looks like. Pitt has the procedural momentum right now. The email order was his team's ask, and the judge granted it. If those communications contain anything damaging to Jolie's account of the Jolie sale, it strengthens his hand considerably. That is a real advantage, and it would be silly to pretend otherwise. But Jolie is not conceding. She is appealing. Her lawyers are challenging the scope of the order, the relevance of the material, and the fairness of the process. None of that sounds like a person preparing to settle. It sounds like a person preparing for the next round. Jolie's appeal has a timeline. Pitt's team will respond. The winery dispute has its own calendar. Something will give, or it won't, and either way both of them will still be rich and famous and the parents of 6 people who presumably wish their mum and dad would sort it out.